All right, guys, what's going on? Tuesday recap here. Wow, March is off to a wonderful start for me. I've been trading really well, and today was a really slow day for me, even though the market was having a fantastic day today, rallying the NASDAQ. Let's see. Well, I can't see them now because they've already adjusted for tomorrow, but awesome day in the market. Nice rebounds, especially in the NASDAQ tech, really popping off. Anyway, for me though, in trading, things were pretty slow for a while. Something caught my eye early, eyes, which has been going crazy over the last few days. Today in pre-market hit a high of $26, crazy, but it died very early on. But I thought that was pretty wild move here in pre-market from 11 to 26. Wow. But I did. Let's see. We'll go chronologically as always, but I did want to just mention that although the market sometimes can have crazy moves, it doesn't necessarily mean that you're gonna be super profitable on a certain day or not on another. I just trade based off what I see in front of me, and even though some stocks may be moving very well, I don't want to get in late to a move. If I feel like I'm getting in late, then I won't take the trade, and therefore I can miss out on some of the really good moves. But so that early on in the day seemed like that was kind of what was happening for me. I think my first trade was again Gamestop, which you guys know. I literally, it's a daily trade for me. One of my recaps is literally called GME is a daily trade because I trade it almost every single day because it offers moves almost every single day, and and I say this again and again, as long as it's not breaking down, the probability that it has some sort of squeeze, whatever the magnitude, is pretty good. And I caught on this a really nice breakout, although, I mean, you can see my P&L straight away. I didn't really make any money on it today, but I did have shares for this break here, which you can see out of this kind of triangle, very bullish setup, and my entry wasn't perfect, only 25 shares as well. I was down on it a little bit from this trade, but then re-entered and noticed this pattern forming, gave it some time, and as it held VWAP here, I was feeling very confident, and then we got this really nice breakout. It's so wonderful to just be watching a stock and have it break out just perfectly in accordance with the pattern that you're looking at and looking for, and this is exactly to the T what I wanted it and expected it to do, and that's why I was in the position in the first place. So a nice, let's see, nice $10 move right there. I only wish that I could have taken more profits up here. Well, I was waiting for a little bit of a bigger move. Definitely was thinking that we could see $250 on this, but we didn't get there, and we broke down quickly, and before I knew it, I was stopping out of most of my shares pretty much at break even. So that definitely kind of subtracted from my gains on this trade. Otherwise, it would have been really nice, and I think I caught the move very well, and that was a good trade. I think next up, Boeing was probably my second trade today. I got in this one late. I don't like to buy at the top, but I caught a nice pullback on this, and again, one eye on the market. If I'm talking about pretty much any other stock other than GME, I'm always looking one eye on the market while I'm watching the stock that I'm thinking about trading or I'm in the trade on. So this one, 50 shares, caught a really good pullback here, really good entry. Took profits as it came up here, and then held on to some more. It barely really got down below my break even a little bit here, but I'm okay with this kind of stair stepping down a little bit while it's kind of a bullish channel, and we break out from that, and finally we see kind of higher highs a little bit here, and you know, a decent profitable trade there, $115. I could have taken larger size. 50 shares is definitely pretty small, but the reason I took small size there is because I really missed the move on it, and was trading this one late. The only reason that this really ended up working is because, well, it moved higher, the setups were good here, and I caught a nice pullback on it, so my entry was really solid too. But definitely a little bit of a ballsy trade here that I would not have usually taken if the market wasn't as strong as it was. and I probably wouldn't have taken the trade altogether. But nonetheless, even with a strong market, and even with a good entry, I still took small size, so low risk on that one. Let me pan back here to see what was next. So those were kind of the boring trades. After that, I was up about $13 on GME and $115 on Boeing. So I was up on the day about 120, 130 bucks, so nothing really crazy. So I was really thinking, and that was kind of after the morning period, well into lunch at this point, actually. So I was kind of thinking, all right, today, hopefully, you know, green day, but nothing really crazy going on. And I took a step back. I went for a walk. I stopped trading. And sometimes that's what you got to do. It's really good for your mental state, you know, and your physical state as well, to get up and walk around. So I took about a, I don't know, 1-2 mile walk. And when I came back and started looking at stocks again. I don't remember Tesla, if my first trade on this might have been before my break. Yeah, right here at 1 o'clock. So I took this trade right before I went out on my walk. This was a couple scalp trades in here I made after these two trades. I was up on it 110 bucks. So yeah, that's right. Going out on my walk, I was up about 240 bucks in front of that. But once I took these scalp trades, I'm pretty comfortable scalping Tesla. I talk about Tesla a lot. It's one of the ones I trade the most, and one of the names that I've done the best on all time. It's, I think, my second best in terms of P&L, my second best name trading wise. So I feel good trading it, but always definitely risky. But Tesla as well, crazy day for Tesla today, up $110 on the day. That's a clean 20% for Tesla, which is absolutely insane. And when you see something that is this strong compared to the market, I mean, wow, 20%. It's definitely caused me to raise my eyebrows. Anyway, so scalped it there, went on my walk, came back. I took another trade on it here, but first, I think eyes, guys. This is the trade of the day for me. I love this trade, man. Not only did I get a good entry, but I saw this pattern. I was panning to different stocks, just, you know, as I always do when I'm looking for opportunities. I'm just panning for stocks, and I saw eyes here. I think I was looking at it like right there. I was looking at it, and I was like, yeah, okay, like moving on, right? But then I literally flipped away, and then I flipped back to it, and I was like, let me take a look here. I looked and I noticed it put in this bottom here, so a little bit of a double bottom right there, and then this really kind of clear descending trend line here, and this is kind of a bullish descending wedge or descending triangle, whatever. I don't even remember. See, I day trade every single day. I literally day trade, like I love to do. I don't even remember if it's called a descending wedge or descending triangle or whatever it's called. It doesn't matter. That's the thing, is you don't even need to know these. I was talking to someone, digressing, but I was talking to someone in the Discord the other day and telling them that the patterns that YouTube videos tell you, this indicator is going to make you money, this pattern is going to make you money. You don't even need, like, dude, forget about it. You know, just when you notice that something, when a pattern forms and more often than not it results in a stock moving in a certain direction, that is what I call a quote-unquote setup, and that is what I trade based off of. I don't even think, when I see this, I don't think, oh, this is a descending wedge, like the entry point is here. No. Like, it's, every time you see it, it's going to be different. That's not really how my mind works. But I saw this and I thought, this is a bullish setup, actually. And it's double bottomed here, and it's curling. You know, it's curling. It's making lower lows, but the lower lows are getting closer and closer together. In other words, it's not stair-stepping down as harshly. The rate at which it's stepping down is decreasing, if that makes sense. So showing some signs of support coming in, and then this clear descending trend line here. So I said, I was watching it right here. If it breaks over $14, aka if it breaks over this descending trend line, I'm gonna enter medium size on this trade, because I think it's actually a good setup. If it can break over this this descending line, if this support here can hold, then I like it. I like the double bottom. This looks good to me, and we see small caps all the time have these dead cat bounces, have these bounces where they completely die during the day or in the afternoon or whatever. And then in the afternoon and toward the end of the day, they have one more kind of final squeeze. And so watching stocks for so long and noticing that is something that does happen often. It doesn't always happen, but you do see a lot of times these small caps in the afternoon catch a bit of a bid, and then all of a sudden the squeeze is on again, and usually it is short-lived. It may come all the way back down. As you can see, I got out of it relatively quickly, but that happens all the time as we see these kind of dead cat bounces in small caps intraday. And so that's exactly what I was looking for here. And I thought that the breakout and the technical setup meant that if we did get a dead cat bounce on this, if we did get some sort of squeeze, it'd be at least moderately strong, because the setup is so good. Or at least I thought so. This pattern looks spectacular to me. I really like it. I think it's really clear. Maybe on the 5-minute you can see it even better here. Beautiful. So, oops. So yeah, anyway, I said if it breaks $14, I'm a buyer. It broke 14 very quickly. I actually bought the ask on it, which that's what breakout traders do, is they buy the ask. I wouldn't recommend that you do that on thinkorswim, or especially if you're trading small caps on thinkorswim, because it's just a much ballsier way to play it, because if you buy the ask, then you're basically telling sellers, I will come to you. I'll buy at the price that you want. You're getting a worse entry price. But it is the right thing to do if you think the move is happening now and it's happening quickly and the stock is going. So you want in. You buy the ask, you grab the stock. That's what I did here. It ran right into this 200 moving average and was like, it came to like a, it's like you picture a car coming to a red light and it comes to a screeching halt right in front of this 200 moving average. And I was like, oh, right, of course, some resistance right there. And when I tell people, they ask like what indicators I use, what moving averages I use, I tell them the 9 moving average I have here, I literally do not trade based off that at all. It's literally just there to give me an idea of the trend. Same as this 20 moving average here. Sometimes a stock will come kind of into that red line and then come off the red line, come in the red line, come off and in, and that's kind of where it gets some support. But I don't trade based off that either. What I do trade based off of is this green line. I find is very well respected. It's a 200-day moving average, and I find that even on an intraday 1-minute chart, oftentimes it is very well respected, and stocks tend to find support or resistance there and take 2 tries to break through it. Not always, but nothing is always, but it does happen frequently. So anyway, ran right into that. Didn't take anything off. I was looking for the bigger move, giving this a second chance, and then we got this beautiful break up to 1520, 1530, up to 1550 here before a more sizable pullback, and then continuation up to over $16, which was really great. And so taking profits along the way, and this was kind of a bigger afternoon trade that I wasn't expecting. $220, not bad. And anyway, I think I get more satisfaction from just the way that this one worked out so perfectly how I was wanting it to, and the fact that I really caught this one before it happened. And twice today, some really good, clean technical moves that I anticipated well. And it's so nice when things happen just in the way that you expected them to happen. But again, if they don't happen in the way you're expecting them to happen, you have to have the discipline and the agility to be able to cut that position really quickly. What's up, Dean? Decent day. Cut my winners a little short, but I'll take it. Yeah, cutting winners short is something that we all struggle with. At least I do quite a bit. But recently I've been doing better. You can see I take profits along the way and try to be, I try. But you can see right here I already was out half the position on this very first squeeze. And that's because with this kind of setup, it's a great setup, but it is the afternoon. There's going to be lower volume. Not as many people trading it. The setup's, again, strong, but yeah, anytime there's an afternoon move and then the dead cat bounce, where's it going to kind of peter out? And it can be hard to tell sometimes. Okay, other than that, GameStop I revisited in the afternoon briefly, because I noticed it was squeezing up and finally hitting that 250 right before the close, and I thought, wow, this is a recipe for it to have a pretty epic squeeze in the afternoon. I wouldn't be surprised. We've seen it happen many times, and if you guys are in my Discord server, you guys are probably like, man, Austin, you're wrong on GameStop every single time. You're always wrong. Everything you say about it is wrong, and you'd be right. I mean, pretty much everything I say about it is wrong. I feel like when it comes to day trading it, everything I say is pretty valuable, but I feel like when I predict it having moves in after hours or whatever, I usually am wrong. So in the Discord, I've said for like yesterday and today that I predicted it would squeeze in the afternoon. Yesterday we didn't get much, and today again not much, but I tried it here. I got in, I bought the ask, which I probably shouldn't have, but super small size, 15 shares. Again, already done with my trading for the day, but I bought the ask at 255, came up, touched 257 for just a moment, and then crashed back down, and I cut this one for a $30 loss, and then a few minutes later bought the dip at 242 and sold at 245 for a gain on the two trades, so up $26. Yes, $26 on GME, and yeah, 514 on the day. Let me give you guys a quick glimpse of March so far. Yesterday was up 547, so already up over 1,000 on the week, which is great. And March is looking very clean and very good. Very good month so far, so I hope to continue it. I am excited for tomorrow. We have the Roblox IPO, which I actually have really good thoughts about that. I think it's a good one, and I don't give investment advice for buy and holds, but I think Roblox is doing a lot of really cool stuff, and they yeah, I think they have some really cool stuff that they're working on, more than just a video game, and yeah, they're trying to be like a social media basically now, and that's very ambitious. I always thought of Roblox as a little kids game that like a Minecraft knockoff, but it's apparently it's not. Apparently they're actually doing really well and flying way under the radar, and I have really good, and as long as they don't open up at a price way above their IPO, then I will definitely be trading it. That I can guarantee. But anyway, cool company, and I look forward to that tomorrow. But for today, that's the recap. 514 on the day. 2 thumbs up for me, pat on the back, up $1,000 in 2 days, and it would be awesome if tomorrow can be another great trading day. I'm a little bit nervous to trade an IPO again, because it's been a while since I traded an IPO. It's a little bit of a finesse to it. There's a little bit of a flick of the wrist that you got to have when you're trading them, because they move super quickly, and knowing your share size, what share size you're going to take, and knowing what technical indicators are going to give you a clue when it's just opened up and it's like the first minute, you're teetering on the edge of gambling if you buy, because you have no technical history of it being traded whatsoever. And when I trade, at least, that's pretty much all I go off of. But the only thing you have in that first minute is price and volume, and that's it. And so as those candles develop, you get more and more information to be able to trade. But anyway, I digress. I hope you guys enjoyed the recap. If you did, please, guys, hit the like button, man. I do these recaps every single day, and really enjoy doing them. And I hope you guys can learn something from my trades. I'm just a genuine day trader on thinkorswim, which is a platform that so many people use. And so yeah, I hope that this can help you guys out. Subscribe if you have not subscribed yet. And yeah, join my Discord if you'd like. I'm happy to talk to you guys there, and answer any questions that you guys have. I will be back at it tomorrow, Wednesday, with hopefully another green day to give you guys. And yeah, that's it. All right, bye bye, guys.